Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And this is the top 10 games
That we haven't played.
Oh.
Yes, it is. These
It's so
are
sad.
the top 10 games that
We missed
we
out.
should have played.
We should have played.
And we haven't played yet just because time.
Time and money,
Yeah.
mostly time.
Mostly
But
time.
in the last, from 2023 to 2024,
Yeah,
mostly
last couple of
2024,
years,
but last
yes,
couple of years,
yeah.
games that everyone's been talking about. Well, Wayne, Matt, what do you think about this game? Wayne, why wasn't this on your top 10? Matt,
haven't
why
played
didn't you like this? we didn't like it. We didn't play it. That's it.
No, we played probably, I don't know,
Over 100 new games last
over
year.
100 new games every year.
That's a lot.
Some of them just like don't find the time. I mean, we could find the time if we quit our jobs, but our Patreon page, link below, it's not that big yet, so we can't
Go
do
and join
it.
that. Go check that out. Exclusive content. We did the plug too early.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you don't want to do that, definitely hit the subscribe button
Yes.
if you like the sound of maybe checking out some of the games that we think sound really exciting and we're really sad that we didn't get to play, but we're going to try and play this year.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the top 10 that we haven't played, but we're definitely gonna play in the next couple of months, hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
we'll dig it through. Yeah.
Should we dive in?
Let's go.
Rolling dice, feeling nice. Cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Let's start this sad list with our number 10. There is a game that we played at UKGE or Spiel.
I think it was UKGE.
UKG. It's a very heavy game. It looks fantastic. We loved playing it. We got a copy and we didn't manage to play it yet. And it is...
Unconscious Mind. This is a game that loads of people absolutely adore.
Yeah.
It's been very highly rated. It is the beast of a game.
It is.
It is.
It's a table full
It's a table filler.
game.
It's
Yeah,
a table
filler.
filler. I'll be honest, Matt. I think part of the reason is it's quite intimidating.
Yes.
And when we're looking at all of our schedule of stuff, it's like, oh, well, we'll play all of this, and like, we could play Unconscious Mind, but that's 3 to 4 hours.
Yes.
I mean, we managed to get SETI, but I feel like that was easier to grok and understand than Unconscious Mind felt.
Exactly. So it's from
Fantasia.
Yeah, it's from Fantasia. It's the same guys that brought Endless Winter.
Yes.
There's another
Wide
table
Euro,
filler.
Philly, Wide Euro.
When we play it, we felt when we played Unconscious Minds for the first time, we fell in love because
Yeah.
it was like, yes, it is a lot wide, with some very interesting mechanics and a very interesting theme because
Yeah.
it's all about the
Freud's Psychological Society.
Exactly. So all the mental health stuff
Yeah,
and with scientific explanation about how the development of the of all the science behind the mental health has started. Absolutely, we loved everything about it. But then the physicality of putting that games on the table. The games was delivered around Spiel time, so
Yeah, quite late in the year.
Quite late into the year. So for our excuse is like, well, we just said it for like 3-4 months now, but we still haven't played. I really want to play it, but we need to really. It's one of those games that you need to sit down for the first time. You know, it's gonna take quite a long playing time.
And we're going to need to dig into it a good few times before we can really talk
Yeah.
about it. So that's number 10. Unconscious Mind. So for number 9, we have a game that's in one of my favourite series of all time,
Yes.
Matt. And that is the Undaunted series, and it's Undaunted 2200 Callisto, or according to the fabulous, no pun included, Undaunted 10 o'clock Callisto.
I cannot
Is that pun?
no. Since I listened to that, I cannot not call it Callisto 10 p.m.
It's
just
absolutely
like,
magical pun. Well done. That was fun. Amazing.
Love it.
Love that. But
But yeah, so again,
Didn't get to play it.
again, this is another game that we saw a few months ago, and it looks absolutely fantastic. The idea, the infrastructure that is based on is a very good one. It's the Undaunted one. So we know that the deck building and management and all that lovely thing. So everything everything looks amazing. So the system is fantastic. It's set up in a sci-fi world, so great stuff. It adds a 2 versus verticality and 2 versus 2, so a little bit more of a diversification.
Even more strategy.
We didn't get a copy yet. So.
Tried to get a copy, didn't get a copy. Didn't get around to it.
Yes.
So, and here's another thing. We also still really want to dig into Battle of Britain and also Starling. I mean, there's so much more Undaunted that I really want to play with Matt specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're still quite new to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to try and get you through the series.
We do need to play it. I'm really looking forward to playing Callisto. Hopefully we'll find a copy soon, and we'll get it to the table. Again, being a 1 versus 1, probably it's easier. We'll probably get up on the table easier, but I want to play all the other Undaunted.
Exactly.
So,
I'd love to do a buyer's guide as well. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we should do it. You should do it. Let's play Callisto, and then we'll do the Undaunted series video as well.
We'll do that.
A buyer's guide. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Next one. Okay, for our number 8, we got a game that is probably the most mentioned games on the channel of games that we haven't covered. There's a lot of people been asking,
why not
what
this?
about that?
Why not
what about that? What about that? And we're talking about Andromeda's Edge.
What about Andromeda's Edge, Wayne? What about Andromeda's Edge?
Well,
I'm sorry, I haven't played it.
We haven't played it.
I haven't played it, that's why.
We have to say that the game was delivered to the backers in Q4, so not
real late in the year.
Yeah, real late. We were hoping to get our hands on a copy as Spiel. Unfortunately, the copies were not theirs.
They were not delivered to Spiel.
They had just the miniature box, because the games you can deluxify it in a very silly ways, but the core game was not there, so we missed it. We didn't play it, but we really want to play.
I would like to play it because everyone's talking about this game, and this is also a game that is a re-implementation of another game I missed, which is Dwellings of Eldervale.
Yes.
Still missed out on that one as well. But that is another huge, sprawling, apparently very, very good worker placement game with really interesting mechanisms. Andromeda's Edge, I like the idea of because I prefer sci-fi to fantasy. Okay. So I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it also looks like a bit of a beast of a game. So when we're talking about these games, why haven't you played these games? It's normally because they're 4 hours long and they're like a 4.0, heaviness rating. And it's quite a lot of an undertaking for us to get to it.
Yeah,
but we'll try.
And it's normally this kind of games, they lose something when you play like 2 players. So it's something like that you need a little bit like a larger group sometimes. That we do, but dedicating like 4 hours is just like dedicating a TI afternoon. Yeah. It's quite you need to get people involved into it. That I'm sure we'll find it as soon as we can get a copy of it.
We'll see what we can do about that.
But it sounds really amazing.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, I saw a lot of playthroughs of the game.
You lot love it.
Yeah, exactly. So send us a copy.
Or otherwise,
that would be great.
Invite us to come and play.
Yeah. That one I'll take.
Matt will make pasta.
Yeah, I'll cook for you.
All right, let's go. So for number 7, Matt, we were just talking about you cooking for the people at home.
Yes.
And what you need for cooking is spice.
Yes.
Which leads us to our next game.
And you need to let the spice flow.
You do.
And we're talking about Dune War for Arrakis.
Yes, we are.
The newish Simon games in the Dune IP. And again, this is another re-implementation. We were talking about Andromeda's Edge. This is a re-implementation of War of the Rings,
which is an amazing
second edition that now is kind of like 15 years old.
Yeah, from Arrakis games.
So yes, from Arrakis games. So basically, it's the same designers. What they did, they took the everything that made that game legendary, War of the Rings, and transposed it into the Dune IP. 3 with a more streamlined version of the rules and with all the amazing stuff that Simon does in terms of like minis and all the
Production and UI and all that
production.
stuff,
I was really close to back the game, but for financial reason at that time I missed it. Then I wanted it to buy it, then I didn't find a copy. Then I was really sad, and I'm still sad.
Sad about it.
And I'm waiting for the retail version to properly come out because they went sold out as well or retail, so I was even more sad. But we're basically talking about for the one of you that have never played War of the Rings. It's basically a 1 versus 1 game. Asymmetric that you can play as well in 2 versus 2. And there is this in this game in the War for Arrakis, there is very cool things where you got a token that if when you play 2 versus 2, that you can one team can give to the others, and the others need to leave the room so you can talk strategies.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's nice.
So it's it makes it part of the game. But on top of that is again, it's in like in War of for the Rings. You got board control, so you're building your armies. Each one of the 2 armies will have different play styles and what you need to do. All your beloved characters from Dune are gonna be there. Dune, the latest implementation of the movies, with an amazing production from Simon.
Nice.
Again, being a 1 versus 1 dudes on the map game, you know how much that like one of the things that I love the most in board games. So yes, really sad. Can't wait to get my hands on this copy. Simon, if you're out there, if you got a spare copy to send, I'll take it. Dune, War for Arrakis. Number 6, we go down to hell because that game is actually in the pile of shame upstairs.
Yeah, it's actually here.
And
it's in the
we
building.
should go to hell for not having
playing it
yet.
No, this is Inferno. So Inferno is a game that looks like a crazy American-style dice rolling mad game, but actually is more like a Euro
It's
game.
very much a Euro. Yes,
Seems really interesting. So
economy.
Yeah, it's an economy
Yeah.
game, absolutely. So this is by Red Mojo Games. This is one that you picked up at Spiel.
Yeah, I did. It was my first. I run to get a copy of it.
I went and buy it,
because I really wanted to play. And it's basically on this giant board.
Soul management game.
It's a soul management, so it's still economy, but not with money, with souls. Because it's basically you need to take the souls of the dead people down in the down to hell.
So the right level of hell, where they're to be punished.
Yeah, exactly. And there is this very interesting phases. The game is divided in 2 phases. The Florence phase, so the city ones, is where you play the role of a nobleman that trying to basically send people to death, like blaming them for being witches or doing crimes.
However you can, get some more souls in hell.
And then the second part is when you try to, with this kind of like root building and movement management, trying to move the souls into the right place to get end of game bonuses and all this stuff. All look amazing. The production is amazing.
Looks
for
brilliant.
being a Red Mojo. I can't remember what other games they
But
did.
a super cool theme. Tindaya as well, which is another heavy game.
Yeah.
It was a great production.
This one is again, it's up in the pile of shame because I think it looked a little bit a table filler in terms of like components and rules, and it needs a little bit more time. Again, we picked the game up in Spiel in October, so again it's been there for 3-4 months, but I think we should do it.
We need to get around to it. We had holidays and blah blah blah. But anyway, we're going to hell.
We're going to hell, Inferno. Well, next one as well is a game that we missed out from 2023. And we had a look at Spiel a couple of years ago. It looked interesting but heavier. And then when we started reading a little bit of the reviews and stuff from BGG, at the moment its weight is 4.16. That doesn't mean that it's correct, but
it scares me.
gives you a
scares me.
feeling about the game. However,
Makes
we
me
are
cry.
very interested in
Yes.
to playing.
It's Nucleum. So Nucleum is, well, I get the power. Nucleum is nuclear power themed-ish, an alternative future, I believe.
Yeah, something like a
Yeah.
steampunk, but like a nuclear steampunk.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Taking the role of industrialists trying to succeed during the technological boom of 19th century Saxony,
Yeah.
but with the invention of a nuclear reactor.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
it
cool.
Sounds
That
cool
sounds
as
really-
hell. But
yeah.
what I like about this game, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, viewers, is it gives me vibes of Brass, like with this network creation,
Yeah.
trying to link resources together, that sort of stuff, using cards as well. So card-driven hand management, with a little bit of root building, it's giving me Brass vibes. And I love
Yes.
Brass, and so I'm like, if it's anything like that, and if I would like that, then I think I would like Nucleum.
Yeah, and he got this very interesting like player board with these like
Slidey pieces.
Yeah, pieces that you stuck together. It looks pretty interesting. Again, this is a game that we haven't actually, for all the ones that we mentioned before, we either got the games or we managed to play a
Or look at
demo
them or something,
so.
at least see
This
them.
one we just saw it on the table.
Yeah, we didn't
so,
play it yet, no.
So yeah, again, we definitely want to check it out as soon as possible, especially because it's been very, very well received from everyone. So absolutely.
Yeah, that's Nucleum. I do not have the power. So, Matt, as you well know, Reiner Knizia is one of my favourite designers ever, possibly my favourite designer.
Yes.
I love his games. So there's absolutely no excuse for why we didn't play.
Cascadero.
Yeah, we really should have played that already.
Yes.
To be fair. And also Ian O'Toole's artwork.
Yes,
So
it looks
it's
absolutely fantastic.
twice the reasons why I'm annoyed I haven't picked it up.
Yeah, I think this one is on us. We need to blame us because we should have picked up.
We should have
the
picked this up.
copy.
That's basically it. We should have done it.
So this is very much on us. Really sorry,
Sorry,
Mr.
folks.
Dr. Knizia.
Sorry, Dr. Knizia. But this is a game, like, again, it's a Knizia tile placement game.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting. At the very least, you'll get a decent game out of it.
Yeah.
But it also looks like it has elements from something like Through the Desert, where you're trying to create chains or trying to create groups in order to get points. And if it's anything like I know these types of games to be, and with games like Through the Desert and with other Knizia tile placements, they'll be incredibly interactive.
Yes. Not just the artwork, but the UI overall of the game. The board looks absolutely fantastic,
Yeah.
super colorful,
Clean, understandable. Yeah.
as in Ian O'Toole and Knizia styles put it together. This is absolutely fantastic. That's why it's on. Was this fourth position? We
number 4.
definitely need to play like as soon as possible.
It's going up tracks as well, so you're going different tracks of the game, and I love tracks. It's
Yeah.
always satisfying, right? Like in River of Gold, go up different tracks, get points. Like,
Yeah, and it needs to go in that Knizia part of the library.
Yeah, in the library, just the one that's dedicated, that's got hearts around
yeah,
it.
with a little
with a picture of
shrine.
a picture of Dr. Knizia with his bow tie and just hearts around it.
where you bow everything in front of.
Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Knizia. That's Cascadero.
Yeah,
What's that done before?
Let's go buy it.
Yeah, let's go, yeah.
All right, for our number 3 is another game that is on the shelf of shame, the
Shelf of opportunity.
pile of shame.
I ain't shaming you.
Unfortunately,
Opportunity.
it's been there for a long time.
I'm looking at it, it's right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
And it's it's got elements of worker placement,
Yeah, love that.
dice placement,
Love that.
a Japanese theme.
Oh, it's a win.
With a Devier production that normally is very good, with some very quirky components of the game.
Plays
So
under an hour and a half.
everything is perfect. It's super highly rated.
What is it?
It's the White Castle, and we
missed out.
I
haven't played it yet. It's right there.
It's there.
It's not even that long, Matt. We've got no excuses.
Yeah.
The excuses for this one is, I don't know. I don't even know why we haven't played it yet. I couldn't even tell you. We're bad people, I guess.
I think we're bad people.
We're bad
yes.
people. We should play the White Castle. So this lip seems interesting. So what I like about the look of this is I love dice allocation.
Yeah.
Worker placement and dice placement are fun to me. So based on where you put your dice on each side of these bridges, these little 3D cardboard bridges, will tell you what you can do. I think we'll give different powers to different places. I've got friends of mine that have played this a lot as well, and they really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I've heard nothing but good things about it.
No, yeah, this is something that, again, this is why it's so up on the list, because we must do it
play it
right
soon.
now, and we will let you know. But this, blame on us, shame on us.
Shame on us, blame on us.
Yes, but I can't find anyone else to put the blame on. So it's on us. White Castle.
Like also.
Let's play now.
Okay. Matt, the alternate history of Scythe is fascinating and beautiful.
Absolutely.
And is one of the most evocative, interesting worlds in board gaming, I think.
Yes.
It is stunning and wonderful and interesting and unique.
Yeah, they created a very unique IP that...
With the beautiful art of Jakub Rosalski, who did a phenomenal job of that. And the game that we're talking about is Expeditions.
Yes.
And we missed it.
Yeah, because it's a spin-off of Scythe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the same game.
It's completely
not an
different
expansion.
game, in fact.
They're completely two different games. So this one is Expedition, is a standalone spin-off of that in that
franchise,
IP.
I guess.
Exactly.
IP, yeah.
But the difference between the two are
Scythe is an engine building game where you're using area majority and you're being highly competitive in a shared map. Whereas Expeditions, though, is much more of just an action selection type game. Action, you're just generating actions with your little action cube. There is a clever sort of cycling type flow to the game. Yeah, exactly, where you're either going to be doing everything or one action or having to refresh in order to be able to do actions again.
In all of this, you go and explore. Expedition, you go and explore
you're exploring
very cool tiles.
There's no combat in Expeditions as opposed to in Scythe where you're fighting, but and you only have the one mech. You have one piece. It goes out and it goes to exploring all these different hexes. It's a hexploration game.
Exploration
game. So just one of the X's, I guess, or one explore and exploit 2X. And it is a beautiful looking game, and I played a prototype of it, and it was fun. But I got like a couple of rounds, and that was UKG 2023.
Yeah,
and that was it for me. I didn't play it. I played it.
I think this one, when it was again, it's from Stone Myers as well. So this one, before coming out, it got like mega hype.
Yeah.
And then after that, it went a little bit quieter. So I think this is now the moment to actually
maybe
play it.
Exactly.
It's one that probably needs to be decanted because.
This might be an aircon game for us.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? Because a lot of time when there are some games that are like hype, I generally go stay away from them.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Since we started the channel, we kind of like need to go on the hype train as well, just because all the new games, all the big games, we want to try to tell you if they're worth it or not.
Yeah.
But this one was kind of like just before we started the channel.
Yes.
But this is probably time to get it back and actually enjoy it.
Maybe the aircon mate will give it.
Yeah, let's see.
But what's our number one? Let's go find out.
Let's go. Okay, for number one,
Maximum Sadness.
Maximum Sadness. Again, little backstories. These games, we talked about it before Spiel this year.
Did a hype factor on it?
We really wanted to grab a copy of it.
Yeah.
Day one, we ran, then the game wasn't
gone.
there anymore.
Gone. Day one.
It was gone.
All gone.
Like, literally, we were like, we opened like an hour ago. They were like, well, there's done.
There's gone. Yeah.
So, fair enough. And what games are we talking about?
Endeavour Deep Sea. So Endeavour Deep Sea is a new game from the series of Endeavour Age of Sail, but in a beautiful, contemporary, amazing theme with a stunning artwork, utilising all of those wonderful things. You've got tech trees, you've got tracks, you've got chaining, action points, all of that good stuff.
In a beautiful production.
Absolutely stunning production. I love all of the blues of the game. It's so gorgeous. With a really cool theme as well, where you are going to be essentially like marine biologist researchers trying to develop sustainable projects, preventing damage to the coral reef and that sort of stuff, trying to look out for marine life. It's a fabulous concept. It looks stunning, and we were hyped about it already. And recently I've started to see
Yeah.
reviews of it.
Well, because it's been delivered and
Yeah,
people
yeah,
started
people
getting their copies.
and people freaking love it.
Yeah.
And it's making me even more sad that I didn't get a copy at Spiel.
Yeah, especially because it's sold out everywhere. You can't actually buy a copy right now, Wayne. So we still need to wait.
Don't
but
say that.
We'll try. We'll try to get this as soon as possible. Probably UKG is going to be the first time that we'll probably try, unless they do another reprint and they sell more.
Or
copies.
maybe there's a copy in Aircon if we're lucky.
But yeah, because it's one of those games that's been mega hyped and all the copies sold out, and there are not enough copy for everyone. So
that is the nature of the beast.
that was not our fault.
That is yes. This one,
it's
although
not our fault.
I'm kind of sad about it. This one you can't blame us for. I don't think. At least a tiny bit, probably not us.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Little tip C.
Okay.
If you got a copy and want to send it, we'll take it.
Please, to the outro. So Matt, I'm tired of being sad. I want to go back to being hyped because all of these games are fantastic, and I really want to play them.
Yeah, we need to play them. Then the promise is to play these games in
this year.
As soon as possible, where possible. If the copies are not around, with not much we can do it, unfortunately. But we definitely want to get our hands on them.
Absolutely, and there are so many games released every year, and even in this group of 10, there were still like another 10 we could have included. By the way,
yeah.
There are plenty of games that we just missed because that's the nature of 5,000 different games a year released.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'd like to know, what games did you miss out on, but you really want to play?
Yeah.
And you're kind of annoyed about it.
No, exactly. Or the ones that we told you about it, those 10. Which one do you think that we really need to play tomorrow?
That's a much better question.
Or which one that we actually need to avoid because they're not worth it?
Yeah, that's a great. That's much better.
Thank you.
Board Sleepers, fam, help us out. Of these games that we've said, which ones do we need to prioritize?
Yeah, or which one we don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. If you've played them, let us know what you think of them, and that would really help us manage our time.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, if you liked that and you made it this far, and you'd like to help us get more time, then maybe
get more games. Maybe
visit the Patreon.
Check the Patreon
Go and
page.
do that.
Right? You can send us some coins, or some bucks, or some whatever
your currency is.
Quids. I don't know what.
Dinero, shekels, whatever it is. We don't mind.
Something like that.
It's managed by Patreon. We take any currency.
We'll take it because it's going to help the channels getting more games and doing more reviews and
all that good stuff.
That good stuff. But not for free. We're gonna give you some
exclusive content
back. Exactly.
Always exclusive, at least once a month. But at the moment, more video interviews. We've got interviews with people from the industry.
Yes,
exactly. We're doing our own exclusive content for it. We're doing behind the scenes
some
stuff,
deep dives,
some articles, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
So,
but we're trying to give you something back for you being so kind of supporting us on the for the channel and on our journey. But,
absolutely. But other than that, the subscribe button is free.
Yeah.
So go do that. Check out the rest of our videos.
Easy.
Yeah, that was very easy. Click that button. Check out the rest of the videos as well if you like that. And we're going to catch you again at the next one. Ciao.
Game reviews for you and me.